What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Axie Infinity here, and as we can see, it's a crypto that has definitely been on an absolute tear ever since they first released, doesn't it? It's basically just, I mean, you could say potentially there's a bit of a macro trend, potentially something like this, where we have been heading up, and then obviously we do have a kind of resistance, I guess you could say, looking something like this as well. So we're kind of heading up in a channel somewhat over time. Let me just change these so that they are macro trend lines. There you go. So you can see we've been heading up very, very nicely, really. I mean, you could argue that potentially there was a channel like this. I guess this would make a lot of sense, actually. We had a channel like this, didn't we? Where basically we were coming up, trading up really nicely with the bull run. Obviously, we come down when we had the May crash where we lost the bottom of the channel. We chopped it sideways for a while, but we actually came back up inside the channel and retested as support really bullishly. Come back up to the top of the channel. And then since then, we've kind of been chopping it sideways for a little bit of a while here. But there's obviously a lot of confidence for this as well. And I mean, if we just throw our fib retracement tool here, it's our previous all-time high. We can see here from our previous all-time high to our low of this move here. Like we did for a lot of cryptos when we had that May crash, we obviously had an all-time high. We come down to around, what was this? We dropped from around $12-ish all the way down to around $270. So a massive dip, obviously. But you know, Axie has been getting a lot of use and people have actually been using it as their job. Because you know, you get a decent reward if you got the right kind of Axies and stuff. You can get an actual decent payout per day, basically. So people have been doing this as their job and there's been a huge amount of demand as a result. The price obviously heading up. When it launched here at around, what was this, 10 cents? It's currently at around $67 at the time of recording this video. So clearly massive pump. You can see here, imagine buying it even on this dip at around $2.70 up to around $67. That's easily a 30x, isn't it? Let me just see this here. 2,500% gains here. So obviously a massive pump. Coming up from around $2.70. So let's just say $3. It's basically a 23x, 22 and a bit x. So clearly a huge gain from June coming into the end of September. Very, very good indeed. And you can see here with our fib retracement tool how well these levels have been respected here. We come up obviously to our 161 overextension. We get rejected. We come down back onto our EMAs, retest the bottom of the channel, the macro channel as support that we lost, but we reclaimed really bullishly. We come up to the top of the channel. We come down, we retest our 20 EMA on the daily. Come back up to the top of the channel, chopping it sideways, getting stuck under our 227 extension here because we have been getting very, I mean, this is a massive move, isn't it? We lost both of our EMAs here, had a bit of a rollover, found the bottom of the channel again as support at around $48, $50. Pumped back up, currently trading at around $67, and you know, overall, I mean, what an absolutely crazy move. Essentially, in a year, it's gone from 10 cents to $67. Like, this is crazy, life-changing gains right here. If you'd bought this then in decent amounts, I mean, this is just a crazy gain, isn't it, basically? So, absolutely unbelievable gains. Really cool project in general. Obviously done extremely well. These are the kinds of gains that you can obviously get in crypto. If you're in early in some of these projects and they do really well, you can see basically how crazy this is actually done. And yeah, I guess we could say if we just throw our fib retracement tool on this recent move, we can get an idea of some of the potential targets we could be looking for quite soon. Considering how well we have been, you know, holding the price really well, considering how bearish September's been. I mean, essentially the whole of September, we've just gone sideways really for Axie, haven't we? We started September, where was this? At around $71, $72, currently at around $67. So in reality, you know, we've had a bit of an ABC correction, A, B, C, but it looks as though Axie having holding support really well, to be honest, on that 55, looking for that pump. So if we just take a look then at short-term price predictions, if we do roll over from here, we've obviously got the bottom of this macro trend at this 0.23 February, tracing at around $56 for that bounce. We'd expect that to bounce, considering that every time that we've touched it, we have got the bounce here, apart from obviously this big crash we had in the market here. And if we do start pumping up, we've got some fib targets here, basically pulled from this all-time high at around $95 to the low. And we can see here how well these levels have been respected. Obviously got the 618 here coming up to around $74 as our next target realistically. And then going into the next move that we're looking for Axie, we could be looking at a very, very nice little pump up. Obviously, we want to get back to that all-time high at $96, but then we do have the 127 at around 117. Got the 141 at 130, the 161 at around 150, and then obviously that 227, a massive 227 extension at around, what is that, $232? Obviously, we're not expecting Axie to go this high straight away, and it might not get this high considering, you know, how much it's pumped already. But, you know, these are the kinds of levels that you can look for basically going into the remainder of the bull run, we would say, considering how much it's already pumped. So we do think Axie's done extremely well, and we do think $150, $200 isn't that unlikely considering its market cap is still fairly low and it's a top quality project that's been pumping extremely well. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalist.